Hey everyone, all in Arrowhead here. I had a pretty bad week last week. 2 ties in the same week, good lord. Now we're into week 3 of the preseason. Let's get into the games. Bad coaching versus mediocre coaching. Who to pick here? I'm going with the Falcons. The Titans are coming off a loss last week against the Bucks, and the Falcons are coming off an ugly loss against the Lions. Prayers up for Maurice Norris, by the way. Either way this game goes, I will definitely be surprised. Seattle tied. They fucking tied. That was pathetic, man. They would have lost anyways. Do I really have to pick this game? I'm going with Kansas City. I don't care that we lost to Arizona. We are Super Bowl bound, baby. I don't think Seattle has enough firepower to go against Oladoke and Minshew and Zabrowski, especially after that embarrassment against the Raiders. Didn't the Packers choke the game against these fuckers in OT in 2020? Oh, no. Also, we all know who Indy's starter is. Daniel Jones. Anthony Richardson got hurt last week against Baltimore. Either way, I'm going with Green Bay. Please don't do what you did against the Jets. I bet Matthew Golden plays here too. It's still weird having him wear 22. It may be a Sky Moore situation. The Patriots definitely looked solid Friday night. Like a complete team was here. This matchup would have definitely been a neat Super Bowl if it was in the 2000s. But it's not. It's a preseason game. I'm going with Minnesota. Too bad McCarthy isn't playing. He's projected to be the starter, but he showed flashes last preseason. Before I get to the pick, I just wanted to provide my deepest prayers to Maurice Norris. No player should ever have to endure the severe injury he suffered. I don't think I've seen an injury like that since Damar Hamlin went into cardiac arrest in 2022. I hope his recovery is speedy and he is okay. Anyways, the Lions now face the Miami Dolphins next, so who do I pick? I'm going with the Lions here. Nothing against Miami, Dan Campbell is just a badass. Tanner fucking McKee. That is all. Anyways, all the Browns QBs right now are injured. So who do they bring in? Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley, that's who. Will he win them games? Probably not, but there isn't a doubt in my mind who I'm picking this game. Philly. Shadur actually played well for his first pro start though. The Panthers find miraculous ways to lose yet again. What a shame. They lost to the prodigy QB and Shadur Sanders. Anyways, I remember the last time these teams met. The Panthers were 0-6 coming in, and Eddie Pinheiro iced the game for Houston, giving Carolina their first win of the year. I stupidly picked Houston, but this time the Texans will not fail me. Remember when the Raiders were still in California? Thanks for pissing on your dad's grave, Mark. Anyways, there is no division bias whatsoever, so I'm picking the 49ers. I swear these teams met last preseason and tied. The battle for LA. Probably won't be much of a battle here since it's only the preseason. That's why I'm going with the Rams. That had to be obvious, right? Last time these teams met, Tom Brady was still in the NFL. Hard to believe it's already been 3 years. I'll probably go with my gut on this one and pick the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know Tampa won last week, but how will they do against the Black and Gold Brigade? Another in-city battle, eh? Although technically the Giants are the home team, what I said last week still stands. Brian Daboll and Joe Shane are both on the hot seat, although they did beat the Bills, again. That is why I am picking the New York Jets to beat their East Rutherford counterpart. The Ravens did not disappoint against Indianapolis, but they really chose to play Dallas? Y'all know what happened last time, right? The Ravens got curb stomped by the Cowboys last time. I think I picked Baltimore too. What a shame. Anyways, I'm going with the Ravens again. Please don't mess this up, Harbaugh. The Cardinals, coming off a preseason win against the Chiefs, look to improve their preseason record further against the Denver Broncos. I'm probably going to go with the Cards here because the Broncos will forever be the bane of my existence. The Jags had an okay performance against the Steelers last week, but the Saints had a pretty bad one against the Chargers. Now they both come together in a preseason match. I'm going with Jacksonville to beat the Saints. Bills, what the fuck was that? I know it's the preseason, but you're better than this. How do you lose to that? Anyways, I'm going with Buffalo again, mainly because the Bears still suck. Can Ben Johnson actually develop Caleb Williams? This game's on ESPN again? Why did this, of all matchups, not only have to be on Monday Night Football, but also a preseason game? Washington sold me last week, by the way. What a pathetic performance against a talentless Patriots team. Either way, I'm going with Washington again. I feel confident in their current roster, but when Cincy starters don't play, it's like they fold like a lawn chair.